everyone, my name is Ulen Vasiliev and I'm the community manager for Contour. In today's session, I'm going to walk you through the process of creating your first PR, which includes forking, cloning the repository, and then creating the actual PR and assigning reviewers. Welcome and enjoy. The first step of the process is to fork the repository. To do that, navigate to Project Contour space in GitHub and then navigate to Contour repository. To do the actual forking, you have to click the fork button up in the right corner. Then you have to select your profile, and that will create your fork under your profile. And then, as a next step, you have to clone that repository. To do that, you have to click the code button, and then choose your preferred method. In my case, that's SSH. Then copy that string, which is the address of your repository. Then navigate to your terminal of choice. Choose a proper directory where you're going to work with, and then clone the repository. That can be done by the following command: git clone, and then paste the address of your repository or on your fork repository. That will take a while, but then you can start working locally on your machine. Once your fork is cloned to your machine, you have to set up synchronization with the original repository, also called upstream. By now, you have only your fork, which in our case is called origin. To get the synchronization working, you have to add a second remote. To do that, you have to go to GitHub again, copy the address of the original repository, go back to the console, and do git remote add upstream, which is just the name of the new remote, and then paste the address. That will add a second remote under your local copy. And now you can fetch all the latest changes on the original repository by git fetch upstream. Of course, all that can be achieved through the GitHub UI, and there's a great article how to do that, and I'm going to link that article under the description below. Once we have everything set it up, we are ready to do our first changes. To do that, we're interested in making changes on our website. So we have to navigate to the site directory under the repository. And we use Hugo to render our website. So Hugo allows you to do changes on the fly and render locally on your machine, so you can make sure your changes are correct. To do that, you can just run that command on your machine. You have to install Hugo before that, of course. You can do with the following command for Mac and for Windows, and you can follow the Linux instructions on their website. So let's go back to the console. We're in the main repository, Contour, but we want to do some changes on the site. So we go to site, and we can run that command Hugo server, which will render the website and serve local web server on our machine on localhost 1313 port. We can open this one and we can see the website that looks exactly how it's going to look on live. So we want to do some changes. Let's say we want to change something on getting started. I'm going to open getting started, and now let's go back to the terminal. I'm going to open new tab. Under the Contour repository, I'm going to go under site, and then I'm going to open content, and then getting started. Under getting started, there's a file index.md, so that's the main page from getting started. I'm going to open that with VS Code, and that's the MD file. So for the purpose of that change, I'm going to open the browser in the background and open the VS Code on the foreground. And let's do some simple change, which we can then track live if it's gonna render okay. So I want to add some string just before you start. I'm gonna open new line, demo change for docs working group PR. So for now, that's not there because that file is not saved. I'm gonna hit Control and S. Let's wait a sec. And here you go. Our changes are rendered and we can verify they look all right. So we are ready for the next step to commit them, sign them off, and do the PR. Once we're happy with our change, we have to work through the process of creating branch, committing that change, and creating the PR. So with that said, let's go to the terminal and let's do git status. That will tell us that our index.md file is changed, but it's not tracked by any commit. So to do that, we have to switch to our new branch, which we'll create right now, git branch demo branch. And now we have to switch to that branch. So practically now we're working in the main branch, and now we have to do git check out demo branch. And again, git status. We're still have that file modified, and let's add it to that and then create a commit, git add index. And then we have to create the commit. So the command should be the following: git commit -s. The -s is very important because you have to sign off your changes with your account. That will prompt you with your preferred editor for the your terminal. In my case, that's Vim. And now we have to write some message. The template is like this. Normally, it's like title, and on the first line, and then everything else which is not commented out is the actual message. So for the title, we want to do something like demo change for the docs working group. Please do not merge. I'm going to save that and exit from Vim. And now if we do git status, everything's clean because our branch and our commit is here. That's our last commit in our branch. And now we want to push that changes to GitHub. So we want to do git push, right? But hey, that branch is not actual branch on the other side. So in GitHub, and Git is very friendly and is giving you suggestion what you can do. And in this case, it's giving you that command, which says git push and set the upstream to your origin, so your fork, and use the same name of the branch, demo branch. So you push that, and now all the changes are uploaded in GitHub under your fork. But that's good, but now you want to create your PR under the Contour repository. Again, git command is very helpful and is giving you a direct link to your fork and to prompt you to create your PR. So we go there and we see that's our title that we wrote in the Vim, and that our message, please do not merge and signed off by me. If we're happy with this one, we just have to click the create pull request button. We do that, wait a few seconds, and now we are navigated to the Contour repository, and that's our pull request. Then we change for the docs working group, and that's the number. That's where we want to merge it in the project Contour main, and it's coming from my fork and my branch. So that's it pretty much, except you have to either ask someone to review that or just leave it there. You can assign me, for example, hey, can you review, please? And then I'm gonna get a message that I have to review that, and that can eventually go into the main branch. With that said, that's everything you need to know right now to create your first PR. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or anyone from the team and create your first PR, and welcome to the team.